Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, it's Oxlade-Chamberlain! And that certainly packed a punch. Played over towards the opposite flank. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his...
Belts one! Szymanski. Svensson. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Yamal. And it's Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. And that's a goal kick. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Under has it out, what? Had a shot! It is a very, very good save.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Szymanski. Played out to the left flank.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe. Al Hilal still without a single shot on target. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And the counter is on.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly!
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Nuno Mendes. Mbappe. Maradona. Muleka.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is a great pick out. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Dixon. Costa Curta. Now it's Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oxlade-Chamberlain really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Besiktas with the corner, they're first. Al Hilal have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe. Maradona.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's good defending, very good defending. Goes down, but nothing given. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Neymar. And it's Maradona. Try. He's got a side of goal. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Al Hilal really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Maradona. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now it's Neymar. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. Can he finish? Goal! Besiktas! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's gone for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
There will be 1 minute
David.
added time.
Nuno Mendes. Mbappe. Maradona. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitution for Besiktas. Number 24.
There's the start of the second half.
Number 91.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
23. Number 18. Substitution.
Al Hilal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
There's the crossfield ball. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, what a ball he's in here! Big chance! Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Oh, and he's through the middle. Shapes to shoot! Al Hilal still this single goal behind. Al Hilal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Mbappe!
The attendance for this match was
an hour gone.
71,649.
And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Mucci.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Vinicius Junior gets into some space. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tries a shot! Yes, it's there! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Al Hilal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Number 17.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Number 13.
That is a brilliant interception. Guardiola. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's found him, and the finish! Goal! Al Hilal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Al Hilal go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in, or...
Oh, smashing header! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
That'll be a corner. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Oh, no joy this time. Al Hilal have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Davids. Yamal. And the ball's a good one. Mbappe! I think we're just about done here. Davids. Back into the middle. Great ball, and he's in here.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He rises! Another fruitless header.
Besiktas are literally using their heads with some very good service, but it's time for someone to add authority.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Maradona.
Added time.
Mbappe! He's got a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from him.
Can he put it away? And with that, the final whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
Their wedding anniversary today.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Roberto Carlos! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Legend, title winner, in some sense a trendsetter. Claude Makelele was certainly all of those things. In his first season in English football, his team won the league with what was back then a record number of wins, fewest goals conceded, and most clean sheets.
I was just delighted he managed to get the goal he so deserved, Peter, the week after the title was decided.
He's got the shot away! Messi. Schneider. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! Denied by an instinctive save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Dixon. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And he was alert to it. Now it's Rodrigo.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Mbappe. Maradona! And he's in on goal. Guardiola running with the ball. And it's Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yaya Toure. And he's hit it long. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Oh, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Davis. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Rodrigo going face-to-face with his great rival. Cafu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Schneider. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe! Goal! Al Hilal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Number 7, Kylian
Al Hilal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Davids eases the ball away from him. Messi. Good, strong midfield running here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Maradona. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Torres.
Al Hilal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Makaleli. Pass somewhat off target. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Costa Curta. Dixon. Maradona. Dixon. Cafu. And it's Messi. That has been cut short. Makaleli. Davis. And Dixon. Yamal. Here's Makaleli.
There will be 1 minute.
He's in plenty of space here. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Reflections on the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Al Hilal head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Schneider. He's found a way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Al Hilal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Makaleli. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Cafu. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Messi cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Up for a header! Davids tries to clear. Cafu. And he's picked it up out wide. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Davis, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Al Hilal are still that goal to the good. And it's Fernando Torres.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
It's Roberto Carlos!
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Caught offside that time. Dixon. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Has a go! And again the keeper stands strong.
Schneider can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. Maradona. Al Hilal still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Neymar. And he welcomes it in. Can he put it away? They've done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Makaleli. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Neymar. Davids. And it's Davis. That is a great ball. Mbappe! They are rampant. And with that, he takes home the match ball. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Al Hilal find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Neymar. Al Hilal are almost home and dry now. Guardiola. Schneider. Roberto Carlos succumbs to the pressure. Yamal. And it's Maradona.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Feyenoord have got it back and they'll have another go. Neymar. The less said about that pass, the better. Davids is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. No second thought, a straight red card. Al Hilal are down to 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Roberto Carlos. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. They want to be quick to recover this. And no, that was never going to make it. Maradona. And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.
Please look
You